You guys have no idea how much Indian YouTubers and content creators make in general, especially the top ones. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how much money YouTubers make. And I'm not just going to tell you, how much YouTubers make when they hit 1 million subscribers. I'm going to tell you all the way from 10K to a million. And we'll do YouTube, we'll do Instagram, we'll do other platforms as well. So first, let's figure out how do these guys and girls make money? What are the various models of monetization? The first thing, and I'm sure you guys know this, is promoted posts. All YouTubers do promoted posts. Instagrammers do promoted posts. Very common bread and butter of the industry. Then there is affiliate clicks. So affiliate links, whether on Amazon, Zerodha, actually almost every business does affiliate links now. That's a very good business model and it's a very scalable business model. Then of course there's YouTube ads. Like YouTube automatically runs ads. To be honest, these numbers are pretty much negligible till you get to the million scale, and even then they're negligible compared to the amount that businesses are willing to pay them. Then there's paid content, right? So suppose you have a newsletter or you have special courses like a one-time course release. These are all paid pieces of content. NFTs, which are basically non-fungible tokens where influencers are putting out some predefined limited set of items that you can buy and maybe trade with other people. Then there's cohort-based courses. Now, cohort-based courses are when people are willing to pay 20, 30, 40, maybe even a lakh to an influencer to get a seat in his or her academy, like a limited seat academy. Ali Abdaal is doing this with his YouTube academy. Avalon did this with Avalon Meta, and a bunch of influencers are doing this in different ways. The only problem with this is it takes the influencer's time and it's not infinitely scalable. The pros, however, is that because the single ticket amount is so high, 30,000 or 40,000 or a lakh, it is very profitable for the influencer. Even if you can sell 100 seats at a lakh, that's a crore in revenue. Then sometimes I've seen influencers go live on another channel. There's also two more models that I like to call the plus models. This means that the influencer is not selling something to his or her audience. They are selling their reach along with something else to someone. So the first plus model is services and reach. So there's some influencers who run agencies, in the example of say Monk E, where not only is there some reach, but there's also a services element. They'll also help you maybe do ads. Then there's the investing model, which is essentially like being a VC, but also giving your reach to your portfolio companies. Tanmay Bhatt's Super Team DAO also comes somewhere in between services and the investing bit. There's all sorts of combinations and permutations that can take place. So now I want to talk about the rough math. I want to break this down into certain brackets, and I'm going to tell you the rough amount of money each of these sets of influencers make. Now remember, these are not going to be super duper accurate. One thing that I've noticed though is that it also depends on what category these influencers are in. For example, tech influencers, let's say a technical guruji, will always make more money than a similar sized fashion influencer, because a Samsung, which is probably sponsoring a phone for technical guruji, is probably going to be able to afford a lot more money than some beauty company, except maybe the top 2 or 3 beauty companies. In my case, because I'm a business and a tech influencer, I'm more likely to get a lot of high quality startups that have raised a lot of money. Because these are startups, they're willing to pay a lot more because they've raised from VCs, their risk is lower. They raised like $30-50 million. So here's the math. So if you have 0 to 10,000 followers, you have an English speaking audience, which is unfortunately the audience that these businesses want, then you can make up to 50K a month. And it's variable, right? Now if you have a Hindi audience, it can go up till 25,000 rupees. And the reason for this is because in India, there aren't too many businesses focused on the specific Hindi side of things which are willing to spend so much on acquisition. India is primarily composed of tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and they've got a lot of Hindi speaking audience. The cost of acquisition is typically lower. So that's why the amount given to the influencer is lower, because their per user budgets are lower. Then it's about the 10,000 to the 50,000 audience, right? Suppose you got 10,000 followers somewhere, of somewhere between 10 and 50,000 followers somewhere, either Twitter or Instagram or YouTube. Typically, now you start making some serious money. Enough money to probably be able to quit your job. Most influencers in this range make anywhere between 1 to 5 lakhs a month. Now, this also depends on the quality of your audience. Like I know a lot of influencers between 10 and 50,000 followers who are making crores, but they have a very specific type of audience. Many of these people are monetizing via cohort-based courses. So it's important for you to realize that the quality of audience matters in all of these situations. I'm just giving you the averages. Now, beauty, fashion, etc. type of influencers don't make too much money even if they're between 10 and 50,000 followers. Most of them make up to a lakh a month even today. Then there's the 50k to the 100k audience. Now these guys are making serious money. I don't know of a single business or tech or even like English speaking influencer between 50k to 100k audience who isn't making more than 2 to 3 lakhs a month. The range starts at 2 to 3 lakhs a month. It goes all the way up to 10 lakhs a month for people with like very specific types of audiences. Again, if you have a very low quality audience, you can probably expect up to maybe 1 or 2 lakhs a month. Then let's talk about the range of 100k to 200k. Look, between 100k and 200k, there's some change in the brains of the people who are getting these influencers on. These influencer agencies, I think they have some algorithm that only tries to look at people above 100k. So even if you're at 99k, it's hard for you to get some deals. But the minute you hit 100k, you fall on everyone's radar. I think it's an algorithm doing this. I'm very sure it's an algorithm doing this. These people are easily making 3 to 4 lakhs a month at the worst case, as long as they have an English audience. And with a lower tier audience, they're still making 2 lakhs a month. Sometimes in the bright spots, people with like large audience who are doing like a multitude of different things, maybe CBCs, some promoted posts. And by the way, at this range, no one cares about their YouTube earnings, right? But through promoted posts, CBCs, whatever, these people are making anywhere between 5 to 10 lakhs a month. Some of them I've seen go up to like 20, 25 lakhs. This is like serious money now. Some of these guys are walking away with like $500,000 because they're doing CBCs in force. Many of these people are also starting businesses. They realize that, hey, I can actually evolve beyond myself. And many of these people have formed content teams. They have an editor, they have a designer. You know, it's like a proper operation going on. Then there's the 200k to 500k range. Now this is a very variable range and I'm going to ignore CBCs here. As far as I know, there's nobody in this range who's really doing a CBC in India, right? There are people either larger than this range or smaller than this range doing CBCs. So as long as you exclude the CBCs, these guys are making between 5 to 20 lakhs a month, right? At lowest levels 5. And this is even true for like tier 2 audiences. Even with tier 2 audiences, you're still pulling 3-4 lakhs at this range. So as you can see, there's a lot of overlap between, you know, the lowest range of one segment and the highest range of the previous segment. This is just how it works, right? In fact, some people with a 100k audience are making way more money than people with a million audience just because maybe they have a more prime, you know, maybe tech or finance audience, which is currently hot in the market, and guys who've raised VC funding basically, so they can throw money at you. Then there's 500k to a million. And now I'm not going to talk in terms of monthly revenue because a lot of these people have yearly deals. If you're between 500k to a million followers or subscribers anywhere, you are probably easily making 2 crores a year. 2 to 3 or maybe even 4 crores is the range. Some people, maybe like 500-600k, are still in that previous range. But the minute you start hitting a million, you are now in a serious level of money because it's the algorithms. So the algorithms are getting people above a million, and there are a handful of these guys. And if you're beyond a million, you're probably making like 3 to 4 crores plus. And here, if you're tech, some of these guys are making like 7-8 crores. If you have an agency, some of these guys are making 16 crores. Even if you are non-tech, you still make a decent amount of money here, right? Then there's the 10 million plus range. At this range, you're a celebrity. At 10 million plus, you're probably on TV advertising. And many people at 10 million plus have a day job. Maybe you're a cricketer or a Bollywood actor. The only problem is that at that range, these people have very short career spans. Unless you're a Shah Rukh Khan who's like evergreen, money really doesn't become a problem for them. Many of these people invest in businesses. So I want to tell you one interesting trend that I've noticed. The big difference that I've seen between this year and 2 years ago. See, 2 years ago, paying influencers to promote your app or promote your business was still a rare thing. Today, it's become commonplace. The thing is, today's influencers have become very sophisticated. Today, a large creator would be okay spending crores to advertise themselves. 2 years ago, there was also no stability that enough companies will pay you. It was hard to go full-time in this, especially in India. The creator economy just started kicking in the US, but in India, it was very nascent stage. But today, it exists. And there are enough companies. Those companies are never going away. Creators are okay sacrificing money for growth. So, this is what the state of YouTube and Instagram looks like today. Thank you very much. If you like videos like this, smash the like and subscribe button and make sure you tell your friends because this is actually a real career opportunity right now.